Hey, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Spring Loaded Football Podcast, where each and every week we cover all things Spring League football. We cover the USFL, XFL, fan control football, and X League, and everything in between. So let's bring in the co-host and see what we're talking about this week. What's going on, guys? Thought it's Bill Dundee down there,
Like better, that's why. There we go.
Yeah, Ace Ventura. That'll work.
There's something about Mary.
Yeah.
We know where this league come from.
There's good hair too.
There we go.
Honky Tonk Man be upset over that.
He's damn straight he will be.
That's
Dash.
gimmick. That's
Got the
gimmick.
ass, another hair.
That's gimmick infringement.
That's right. Well, guys, what are we talking about this week?
We're gonna take a little time trip back to 1983.
Well, let's get in our time machine and go back, like you said, to 1983. Talk a little USFL. Thank you, Garth. And
how many on this podcast was alive in 1983?
Not me.
Not this guy.
I was.
You were just graduating high school, wasn't you?
I was in my 7th year of a senior.
Guys, we're going to talk USFL 1983 logos, and we're going to give our opinions of them and pick our favorites and our least favorites.
And some of these we may have seen from this past season.
Yeah. And some of them may be from a different city in a couple of cases.
Well, let's start her off here.
Yeah, guys, we got the Arizona Wranglers. Yeah. Pretty cool looking. I mean, I guess it gets what they wanted to do,
For 1983, that's pretty high tech, really.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. For 1983, I don't know how much we can expect. But
Did they run out of money for the Flames?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Well, they put too much into the branding iron. It was either have a good branding iron or Flames, Jared.
Rawhide didn't come out like the Rawhide song didn't come out in '83, did it? I wonder if that was their come-in song, like Rawhide. Gosh.
Yeah, I think they come out in like 53.
The only thing I can think is Wrangler missed out a good sponsorship deal with this team.
Yeah, for sure.
They could have bypassed Brett Favre.
Yeah, I mean the picture could have been George Strait's ass or something.
The Brandon iron up to George Strait's ass.
Yeah.
And here's a familiar one.
Yeah, got the Boston Breakers before they would move to New Orleans. Looks just almost like what it does today. Had some news this week. Actually, Larry Fedora stepped down as the New Orleans Breakers head coach, and they're going to be looking for a coach for this upcoming USFL season.
He wasn't the first coach I thought that would be gone.
No, I thought they'd fire old Kirby, But
that was one of our favorite ones from this year.
Yeah. Yeah, the Breakers was a good team.
But we'll move on to the current champions.
Yeah, got the Birmingham Stallions. Man, I love this logo. I wish this logo was the one they're using now instead of like an SMU looking just a stallion on it.
Well, I like the colors better from this team, like with the darker red.
Yeah.
If they would do this with the darker red, I think that would be a pretty sweet little logo.
Maybe they'll do a throwback week, and have, throwback logos and maybe uniforms and merch we could buy.
Yeah, because Lord knows I need to go back to the merchandise booth.
Yeah, I know your wallet's thanking you that the league's off right now,
Yeah, my wallet's like saying we're not worthy to me since it's off season.
Yeah.
There's only one thing I see wrong with this, though. With the tail covering up the eye, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would need to be addressed.
Yeah, I would much rather have the name be over the logo, like you said. So.
Yeah.
And if they'd done the darker red, fix that would be a sweet little logo.
Oh, yeah. Next up, got the Chicago Blitz.
That name sounds familiar.
Yeah, sure does.
I bet you this team don't look like that team.
No, I bet they don't.
No, I think there's some definitely major differences between those two teams. But
Cornbread one's on there.
Can you spot the two differences?
yeah. But as far as the logo, I mean this gets the point across, I assume. And
The one we're talking about actually won something. This one probably didn't win nothing.
yeah.
Yeah, that logo. Boy, they put the emphasis on the Z, didn't they?
Yeah, the Z was the focus, it seems. It almost seems like it should have two Z's at the end, you know.
They didn't even capitalize the T on the
Blitz.
The Blitz.
And
Then we have the Denver Gold. You know, this I mean, to me, they could have done a lot more with this. I don't know for sure what.
the Arizona Wranglers could have shared some of their logo money with this team at least.
Yeah, for sure. It looks like this was like we have to have something today. Jim, fix it. You know.
I know what Jared's thinking. It looks like.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So we're gonna go on before it's said.
I think it's safe to say the Denver Gold was pulling up the rear. So
All behind, if you know what we mean.
They were in the hole the whole season.
That's it.
It's like a chocolate starfish and a hot dog flavored water.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah, that's what we needed for the show is a Limp Biscuit reference.
1983 to 2000.
Yep. Next up, got the LA Express. Pretty good looking logo to me. Again, you know, you got to think back to 1983, and I like it. I think it's pretty cool.
It would have looked a lot better if they didn't do it on a helmet for like a logo.
Yeah.
A helmet on a helmet? They were thinking outside the box.
Yeah.
Like, boom, blow your mind. There's a helmet on a helmet.
With the Express, you know, they could have done like a FedEx van or something like that for a logo, I think.
Oh, yeah. Well, that would have been funny.
Yeah.
Had the Pittsburgh Maulers colors, and it would have fit perfect for the LA FedEx, FedEx Express,
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
And here's Brian's favorite team and coach.
Yeah, I'll have to look it up. Did the coach have a mustache? I don't know. But probably needed one if he didn't have one. This is the Michigan Panthers.
I bet he had some holy jeans, but they didn't look like Jeff Fisher's.
Yeah.
Is it me or is that different color red than what they used this year?
I think it is.
The one they used this year was a little bit more purple tinted, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
And it still got awful. A Panther is black, people. Moving on.
Yeah. Next up, we got the New Jersey Generals. Sweet and to the point.
Classic.
It's a classic logo, like you just said. So classic, that's what they use today. So.
And it's still, like, when you see that logo, you think New Jersey Steel.
Yeah.
So it's kind of withstood the test of time, even with the league being off for all those years.
Yeah, I mean, when most people think USFL, they think this team, I think.
Mostly because of the owner and what he did to the league, but
yeah, I don't think a lot of good things. Maybe Herschel Walker or something, But
which can you really blame Trump for trying to get into the NFL cheaper?
No, I mean it's a very profitable thing to be an owner in the NFL, So
yeah. If you could find I don't want to say shortcut, but a cheaper route in, that's pretty smart business thinking. It just didn't work out.
Yeah, for sure. I think, what actually doomed them was trying to compete with the NFL,
If they would have stayed in the spring, kept building up for a few more years, and I think they could have had a better shot of merging with the NFL.
Yeah, I agree.
They just needed the fan base to be there a little bit more.
Yep.
And then here's a classic.
Yeah, got the Oakland Invaders. I don't know what
We're going to have
throwing
to
a
mute Jared again.
I don't know what throwing a lightning bolt has to do with invaders, but
He's got the strong hand.
yeah, for sure. He's got a firm grip on it, that's no doubt. But
That lightning bolt ain't going nowhere.
No.
Pinky finger extended.
Be classy.
Yeah, that'd be the classy invaders. I mean, it's a pretty cool looking logo. I mean, for 1983, it looks good. I just don't know what it was supposed to mean,
Yeah, I don't get what holding a lightning bolt does with invaders.
No, I mean, like, what if you had like the Great Wall of China and the Mongolians coming over? They're invading. It makes sense, but but like with this, I don't get it.
Yeah, I thought South Park too. The shitty wall.
Yeah.
And then Mongolians, get down on my wall.
And here we got the Philadelphia Stars again, similar to what today's looks like.
I like the font of the Stars better than today's.
I do too, and to me that looks classic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's an
'80s logo.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
It makes you want to play. What is it? Pong.
Yeah.
Space Invaders.
Oh yeah. Anything from Atari. Yeah.
And here's Jared's one of his favorites.
Yeah, we got the pride of Burt Reynolds. We got the Tampa Bay Bandits.
God rest his soul.
Yeah.
The legend.
Yeah, rev your Firebird or whatever up for this one, Trans Am, whatever.
Rev your Firebird up. What? What's my boy sorry about his lingo?
Yeah.
It was a Trans Am with a screaming eagle on top.
Yeah.
We have failed the legend.
I'm sorry.
Brad, you gotta get off and go watch Smokey and the Bandit after we get done with this.
You need to watch it on repeat.
I gotta say 3 Sally Fields before I go to bed.
Yeah.
But
only if we can prove that Burt Reynolds is Forrest Gump's daddy.
Yeah.
Think about it.
She wasn't much older than Tom Hanks in that movie.
Wow.
Yeah, there's some knowledge for you.
Wow. I didn't know we was going to turn this into a movie review.
It's the Bandits. What else could you expect, bro?
But guys, just check it out. Loaded Movies. We're our first one to be Forrest Gump. We'll spend 4 hours talking to everything.
Jedi!
Technically, that's a sports movie.
Yeah.
He did play at Bama.
Yeah.
Run, Forrest, run!
He got gypped the Heisman season, though.
Yes, it's the Jenny's the biggest evil character in movie history, giving Forrest AIDS. So,
Well, technically, she didn't give him AIDS.
Well, she had it when she died.
Yeah, which means he had to marry her without consummating the marriage.
Well, she took advantage of him, and that night she climbed through the building or in his house. He didn't have much of a choice.
No, Jay.
I don't want to continue to bring the show down or anything, but it's also could be a rape charge if you think about it. But
and she only come back when he got all that money.
Yeah, she's definitely a gold digger.
I ain't saying she's a gold digger.
Yeah,
she ain't missing one though.
Well, if you're just now joining us back from where I had to edit out the last 3 seconds of the show, we're talking about we got the Washington Federals.
Sound like a credit union.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
It looks like a bank logo too.
Yeah, hey, look, there was no other team in the USFL that had a better closing deal on your mortgage than the Washington Federals,
The Washington Federal Credit Union.
Yeah.
And we support this message.
As far as the logo, I mean, was it supposed to be some kind of bird or something? Looks like a cat with hair or something sticking out.
I think they were trying to make a W over there, but it just didn't work out. It don't look like.
No. Yeah, it's probably my least favorite besides Denver. Denver is always the worst.
Right. It might be an eagle with a mohawk.
Yeah, it could be.
It's an eagle with a mane like a horse.
Wow.
Rawhide.
What a what a weird creature.
It's a griffin.
Yeah.
Oh, we going Harry Potter now.
Well, guys, what's your favorite? Or do we have more? I can't remember.
That's the last one for
That's the last one.
1983.
All right. So, what's y'all's favorite?
I'll let you go first, Jared.
I would have to go Stallions.
Yeah, that's a classic
I
logo.
mean, besides, maybe having the horse in the background behind Birmingham, that and right there, boom, right on the money.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with this one because it's probably the best laid out logo.
I'm going to go with a different one. I'm going to go with Philadelphia. I just love that 80s look on the Philly Stars.
You don't want to go Panthers?
No, I'm positive I'm not going Panthers. And I will not be going Panthers in the 2022 or 23 USFL season either. So.
Watch them win it.
Save the stash. Save the stash.
I'm going to take a sign when we go to the game this time. So.
But you got to give them credit for incorporating the A into the point of the star.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's simple, but it screams the era. It screams 1983.
Yeah. And they were runner-ups this year in the championship.
Yeah, they would lose to Michigan, right?
I think so. But they went on. No, was it them that went on to win the next two?
I have to look it up. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I wasn't alive, so.
Well, I wasn't either, Jared. So I do some research around here.
I just coach around here, so
yeah.
I was too busy with my final exams as a senior.
Yeah.
He was in the 5th grade, probably.
I was actually born mid-season of this year.
Now, mind, he wasn't in 5th grade.
Yeah. I was born in May, so.
Okay.
Well, it might have been, a little bit later towards the end of the season. I can't remember when the championship was. But
I can't remember in the first season. I know the second season actually went into July a little bit further because they had more teams.
And are we going to say the Limp Biscuit logos are least favorite?
Yeah, I think we all decide we can just break stuff, and this is the one we'll use.
It's all about what he said and she said with this logo.
Yeah.
Limit Starfish navigation system.
Yeah.
That's what I said. We got any more Limp Biscuit puns we can use?
Well, we can keep rolling all night.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Well, sometimes you just gotta have faith. So
yeah. and just do it for the nookie.
Yeah, I wasn't going to use it. That's the one I wasn't going to say. Again, the last 3 seconds. You're welcome back now. So.
Well, I'm going to do it my way.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. Yeah.
Boy, you can tell what generation we're from, can't you?
That's true. Yeah. Watch the documentary Woodstock 1999. That is us. So.
That's why we don't care.
Yep. And if you can't tell, behind our blue eyes, But
there we go again.
Boy, that
I'm
was
out.
A stretch.
It was a stretch, guys. I'm out. That's it.
Brian took it too far. It's over.
He did. He went to behind blue eyes. So
yeah, I don't know anymore. I'm out, and probably should have left on top. So
I mean, it could be worse. You could have threw in a Carly B reference.
Yeah,
it could have been a walk, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Again, guys, the last 3 seconds. Welcome back.
Nothing wrong with wings and pizza.
Yeah. Well, guys, let's get out of here before we end up getting ourselves in trouble. But guys, I want to thank everybody for listening. Again, the show continues to grow each and every week. You can check out the video show on YouTube and Spotify. Check out the audio version anywhere you find your favorite podcast. And guys, we hope we're part of that group. But guys, check back in with us next week. See what else we got to talk about. and we'll see you next time.